You are now tuned in to Peach State TV, where any gym is home. www.peachstatehoops.com. Enjoy the show.
Here you're going to see in this video clips of 2016 seventh grader. It's amazing that it's already upon us. A kid named Taryn McCutcheon out of West Virginia. It was great. She actually made the ride down here about 9 hours each way in the car with her father, to get a workout in, to be with us, get an evaluation, actually for her birthday. So that was really exciting on our end. We were glad to have her down. She's a great prospect, a great talent. We'll talk some more about those things. As you can see her here in this first clip, knocking some jumpers down. The biggest thing we kind of worked on with her going home, you can see her feet, wanting to get them more under her shoulders than narrow. But we're going to have a lot of things that we talk about in this first clip. Introducing Taryn McCutcheon. You're actually going to see as we move immediately into this second clip, still spot shooting. You can see her actually with her feet. We talked about it at this point a little bit, just keeping her feet under her shoulders. She shoots the basketball really, really well for a young prospect, a kid who still amazingly has another year in middle school. And actually, she was warming up. I had not seen her play. Had been talking back and forth with her father. And you can see her actually change her feet and start shooting the basketball left-handed on the left side. I saw her doing it in warm-ups and asked her, kind of what her range was, and she said out to about 15 feet. So I said, hey, let's see what you can do. And as you can tell by the video here, she shoots it just as well with the left hand as she does with the right. I asked her if she did anything else with the left hand, and she politely responded no. But, for a kid to be able to come out at this age and shoot the basketball with either hand, it's unreal. It just, allows her moving levels to be able to finish it around the rim a little bit better, have a better use of her left hand, too, with her ball skill. You're going to see McCutcheon now start to get off the move, catching, getting her feet square. Just overall, obviously, we were really impressed with her age and size that she has, the skill set that she has. We talk a lot in our videos about ball skill, the ability to use both hands near the rim, pass with either hand, dribble with either hand, and she does a really good job of finishing. You see her footwork right there. So much of the stuff that it takes us months a lot of times to get kids to do, Taryn had a real ability to pick up, and if there was something that we talked about wanting to make an adjustment on real quick, like we talked about the feet there early, she's able to make that adjustment. You can see now, even with her getting into the pull-ups, that she still is controlling her feet. And we talked a little bit about her ball control coming off the move here, being able to pull up and still have her body under control. But just a real talented kid with her ball skill this early. You see us moving on. Now we're going to add a counter in here. You can actually watch her coming inside, foot outside, counter spin. You see her pull up and knock the jumper down. So, first time we caught it, made what we call a simple read, just catch, dribble, drive. We took one dribble, pulled up, then we took two dribbles, assumed that the defender came over and helped there on the post, pulled up and knocked down the 6-footer right over the top. Now we're catching, you're seeing the shot fake, one counter, and then knock the jumper down. You see her go either way, and even there off the bounce just then, she's going to do it again. She'll pull up and use her left hand, the ability to stroke it at 15 feet with either hand. It's not something obviously that we work on with the majority of the kids, but when a kid comes in and can do that right away, we don't see it as a detriment to be able to work on that and just be able to touch base on both hands, be able to score the basketball. Good. You see her now, we're pushing the basketball out, getting to the point where she can finish it. Once again, using that ball skill term, she's pushing the basketball out in front of her to the point where she's able to get it to the rim, be able to finish there with her left hand at the rim. She just does a really good job of exploding. That first bounce, one thing that we did talk to her about is pushing the basketball out, and you can see her do it. Catching it, making sure your feet are underneath you, not being in a rush because you do want to shoot it. Now you can see her starting to pull up off the one bounce jumper here. So we're getting the same look, square, shot fake, right into the one bounce jumper, and you see her continue to use that left hand off the bounce. Once again, I can't speak to how talented that is for a kid, not only at that age, but just a kid in general playing this game, to be able to use either hand off the bounce and score it. And then, she was just in there trying to work, trying to get better. Everything we talked about, she really took it to heart. You're going to see her now switch it. Actually using the chair right now to we'll call a curl read or a straight read. You can see her finishing it there after we missed the shot. Coming off. We'll talk about wanting to set our player up right there, get her feet squared to the screener, that being the chair, and then being able to come right off of it. You're going to see that again here. She gets in, walks her down, comes off of it, nice tight to the chair, turns, squares, and immediately gets the jumper up. She shoots a really high percentage once again with either hand inside that 15-foot range. Shoots it well from the three-point line too. That's going to be something as her game continues to grow. You're going to see more and more of that as well. She just shoots the ball so well. She gets that high 1-second fall through that we like to talk about on every shot, and pretty much regardless of whether it's left hand or right hand, she does a really good job with both hands, making sure we get that fall through with her elbow above her eye.
Try to get a scout. Good shot.
You're actually going to see in this clip now, we just talked about her being able to shoot the three as she continues to grow and progress her game, and you're going to watch some things. I'm going to talk through about the first third of this clip and then actually just let you listen to kind of what we were talking about in the gym as this was going on. You can see her right now getting the basketball up. Obviously, for a player that still is growing physically, some of those things, it's hard to shoot a full rack. We're shooting 6 at a spot, so it's hard to get 30 clean ones up. And then you're going to come out, you're going to be able to knock down the first 7 or 8 the normal way that you shoot it. And then you start your feet drag or you catch it late and you need a little bit more extra strength. That's what we're actually talking to her about right here, is making sure that she steps into the pass. You can see her right foot is actually lagging a little bit behind. She's catching it, stepping, then releasing. She makes the change, knocks it down. From here on, we'll let the video take care of itself.
Hold that ball, don't pull it, don't snatch. Don't get tired on us. Don't get tired on us. Good. This is a great time to get better right now. It's a great time to get better. Good. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. So is that. Pull it. Good. That was a good rack. That was a good rack.
Here in this last clip, you're going to see her put the ball on the floor, give them 2 counters. We talked about the single counter. Now we're saying the defender takes that single counter away. You give her a double counter, 1, 2, good, and then you attack to the rim where you were coming from. And what you want to do, obviously, with this is get the defender rocking. Just beat her with that first one. She gets to reach and leaning just like that. You can see her use all 3 ways there for the counter. Crossover between the legs and behind the back on the double counter. Once again, for a player that still is some years out from not only high school, but also from really getting involved in the recruiting process and things like that. For her to be able to establish this kind of ball skill early is only going to bode well for her as she knocks down the left-handed jumper in terms of continuing to grow her game and continuing to get better each and every day that she's in the gym.
Good. Finish it. It was the last set. Good. Switch it over.